when someone gets closer to you is normal. Kang thinks that he was able to meet people, but he can still only have conversations with the gods. However, he found out what these people's names were thanks to using body language. This hairy older man is Gary. He speculates that Gary is the leader of this party. He carries a giant sword without showing a hint of tiredness. Kang finds him so strong. Suddenly, another man calls him and hugs him. His name is Cole. Cole is smaller than Gary, but has a seasoned, muscular body and laughs often. He has a long sword on each waist. The lady is named Misa. She is the party's ranged attacker and often uses a giant crossbow made of steel. Based on the size, Kang does not think its primary purpose is to fight people. She points her finger in some direction. Kang realizes that she wants to show him something. He sees smoke from afar. The smoke is not from a forest fire. It should be chimney smoke rising out of a house. Kang is happy to find the place where people live. Suddenly, he gets notified that a particular god looks at the bold outsider with displeasure. Kang says he is just pretending to get along to escape from this forest. Suddenly, they all hear some noise. There are so many monsters coming. Kang is shocked to see the monsters. He is ready to fight them, but Cole, Gary, and Misa move forward to fight the monsters. They fight with the demons using their swords. Meanwhile, Misa sets her aim with an arrow at gnolls. Suddenly, a gnoll comes to attack her, but Kang saves her from the gnoll. A particular god is uncomfortable. The gnoll seems bigger than usual. Kang explains to the outsider god to look over this since humans are social animals, and so he needs help from these people. A certain god replies that it is not their concern. Meanwhile, the gnoll is going to attack Kang, but he saves himself as he moves with the speed of light. He kills the gnoll with the knife. The gnoll falls on the ground. Kang knows that they are behind him. After some time, they beat all the gnolls. Kang thanks them and tells them he would have been in trouble if they weren't with him, but they all give him rugged looks. Suddenly, Misa throws an arrow towards Kang, hitting him in his right shoulder. He falls after that. The mercenaries stand around Kang's lifeless body. Cole expresses his admiration for Misa's insights, stating that their plan has been disrupted because of the gnolls. Misa, however, sees it as a positive turn of events. She comments that the gnolls' chaotic behavior has given them a glimpse of how dangerous Kang truly is. She admits that she had initially underestimated him, thinking that someone as thin as he was would be weak. However, not only does he fight better than she had anticipated, but his odd foreign language also makes things more troublesome. Bray suggests that they should stick to their original plan. Cole agrees, though he laments the turn of events, adding that Kang would likely not have been willing to be sold into slavery. Gary, ever practical, proposes they take whatever they can from Kang. He mentions that grabbing the dagger from him is their best option, as it could hold more value than they realize. He points out that the intricate decoration on the dagger indicates it belongs to fairy royalty. Cole approaches Kang's body to retrieve the dagger, only to find that Kang is still holding it tightly. Misa warns Cole not to let his guard down. Cole, realizing the danger, decides that he must finish Kang off with his sword. However, before he can act, Cole notices Kang's status window. Two conditions must be met for someone to see another status window. Either the individual shares it willingly, or it can be viewed through a special blessing. Cole, surprised and shocked by the unexpected development, is caught off guard. Just as he's processing this, Kang strikes him with the dagger. Gary and Misa, stunned by the sudden turn of events, watch as Cole collapses. Kang stands tall, seemingly unscathed. Gary, now enraged, targets Kang for elimination, but before he can act, Kang dashes forward with incredible speed and strikes him with the dagger. Misa, attempting to take him down with her arrows, finds that they have no effect. Kang, unfazed, pulls the arrows from his body with a grin. Misa, now desperate, pleads for her life, bowing before him in surrender. Kang mutters something to her, though Misa fails to understand his words, and in an instant, he kills her. Afterwards, Kang changes his clothes, feeling a sense of disbelief at what transpired. He reflects on how uncomfortable it is to think about the deadly weapon she shot at him. He shares this thought with God, feeling that it might have been fitting, but the fact that it came from a woman made him uneasy. Meanwhile, God chuckles at his discomfort. A certain god acknowledges that they respect the outsider's unusual preferences, though Kang defends himself, clarifying that it wasn't a matter of preference. He explains that Misa was the only one with a similar build to him. Kang also decides to take her arrows with him, believing they may be useful later. Meanwhile, back at the temple, Princess Athena offers an apology to her students for her tardiness. She assures them that she will now begin the lesson on the nature of magic. She informs them that long ago, magic did not exist on the continent of Fantasia. The students start murmuring among themselves. Some dismiss magic as nonsense, while others argue that it's purely practical, focused on real-world applications. One girl suggests that magic is simply chemistry. Yubora, irritated by the distraction, scolds the others for disturbing those who are trying to focus. Princess Athena, seizing the moment, states that magic is largely about talent, and that becoming familiar with mana is essential. She admits that she shares a dislike for unnecessary theories, stressing that talent is the most important factor in mastering magic. The students, intrigued by her words, ask about the origins of magic. Princess Athena pauses, then explains that magic is a field where natural talent outweighs all else. She continues, noting that talent is often determined by one's bloodline, though education and connections also play a role. She urges her students to never forget these truths. Princess Athena introduces herself as Athena Archmazing, the direct descendant of Xion Archmazing, the 12th disciple and third husband of the founder. She proudly declares that her lineage is significant, as she carries both the bloodline and the connections that come with it. The heroes, curious, ask her what that means for them. In response, Princess Athena explains that all of them are connected to her through their education, and that being her disciples will allow them to unlock their high potential. Yubora, feeling uncertain, raises her hand and inquires if someone without any bloodline or connections could ever become a magician. Athena confidently assures her that it's indeed possible, but she emphasizes that they all begin with a strong advantage because of the connections they share with her. Excited, Athena walks toward Yubora, her enthusiasm palpable. She says that while she will explain the full details later, for now, Yubora should come forward. Taking her hand, she announces that from this moment on, Yubora will be her apprentice. The room falls silent, and Yubora is visibly stunned. Athena further clarifies that she acknowledges Yubora as her very first apprentice. Zhang Mian and Choi Kang-min exchange surprised glances, shocked by the sudden turn of events. Princess Athena then instructs Yubora to create a magic elf. Yubora stands still for a moment, unsure of how to proceed. After a brief pause, Athena congratulates her, declaring that Yubora is now a full-fledged magician. However, Yubora looks bewildered, confused by the rapid changes unfolding around her. As the realization starts to settle in, her status window updates, confirming her newfound title. Athena, with a small smile, admits that she forgot to mention something important. Those who become apprentices earlier in their training receive a greater transfer of talent. Yubora, still processing, notices that a C-rank blessing appeared with her apprenticeship. She voices her observation, prompting Athena to explain that the blessing she received was the very talent she had referenced earlier. With a thoughtful look, Yubora reads the meaning of magician in her status window and hesitates. She then expresses a concern to Athena, explaining that, without a parent or master who possesses the magic blessing, she doubts she'll ever be able to truly become a magician, no matter how hard she tries. Athena looks at her, then asks if she now understands why talent is so crucial. Yubora, nodding in understanding, confirms that she does. Princess Athena, satisfied, acknowledges her question and offers a demonstration. She holds up a small, glowing magic ball in her hand, revealing that the founder, who eventually ascended to become the god of magic, left behind a blessing for future generations. This blessing was designed to help their descendants and students quickly learn the ways of magic. Athena further explains that an average magician will rely on this blessing to use magic safely and efficiently. She calls this practice white magic. The students watch with awe as the display unfolds, clearly impressed by Princess Athena's mastery. After this, Athena shows them another magic in which her hands burn. The heroes are shocked to see this. She tells them that her talent is always needed for magic. She tells the heroes that in her right hand is white magic with her blessing, and in her left hand is black magic without her blessing. Suddenly, the head maid comes in, pulls Athena's cheeks, and tells her it seems she forgot the strict instructions from their majesty not to use black magic. Athena replies that she only did it to make it easier for the heroes to understand. The maid replies that she will report this to the queen. Athena apologizes to her. Suddenly, a prince also comes in to heal Athena, while she requests the maid not to tell this matter to the queen. Conversely, Yubora is scared and apologizes because she asked Princess Athena such a question. Suddenly, Athena is all right, and tells the heroes she is happy knowing they all understand the danger of black magic. Some heroes ask about black magic and whether it is an evil power. She replies that black magic is not bad. Unlike the blessing of magic passed down from their founder, black magic is like the magic power of nature. On the other side, Kang Han-woo reaches the village. He asks the guard if he needs dry firewood to start a fire. The guard does not understand him, but Kang moves his hand forward and gives him some coins, saying he understands what he is saying. He comes into the village, thinking that many armed people are running around everywhere, maybe because it is in a forest with carnivorous plants. After some time, he takes a bath and wipes his body, saying that money is the best since it allows him to become friends with anyone, even if he cannot talk to them. He gets a message that the god is uncomfortable. He replies that he is also awkward as he is showering. He asks the god about gender, and gets the reply that the god is now more uncomfortable. Kang says he will think of himself as male to protect his dignity. Suddenly, the god is worried. Kang asks why he is scared. The god replies that it is a secret and hides in their heart. Suddenly, Kang hears some voices coming from outside the room. He shouts that he is bathing, so please wait momentarily. Someone from outside says that they understand. Kang wears clothes, feeling alerted, and thinks that someone he can communicate with is outside the door. They can talk with each other, but the fact is the person outside is not human but a hostile race. Kang realizes that the person in front of him is not someone friendly, as he suspects the man could be a monster or part of a hostile race